What's going on, kinfolk? It's your boy, Emory Anderson. Thank you for tuning in. I want to introduce you to a segment that we at Rings and Robes are calling Meet the Deets. That's right, Meet the Deets. We want to give you the details. We want to take you into the mind behind the design of some of the items on our apparel roster. And for today, we're going to take a look at the Peace in the Storm tee. That's right, that's what I got on right now, the Peace in the Storm tee. Let's go. So if you're part of the Rings and Robes community, you know we were just coming off of the home team hoodie launch, kind of fall, winter, and then we did the collab, the known collab with Riley Holiday, kind of in that same theme of the home team hoodies. And so we were looking ahead to the spring months coming, the warmer weather, and said we want to do a cool tee. And we had this idea to maybe do a tie-dye design. And I'm not usually a huge fan of the pastel colored tie-dyes, kind of like the Easter colors. But I did want to do something in that realm. And so we were looking at some different samples and getting things in and looking at some designs. And we came across the black and white kind of grayscale look. And I was like, I love this. It immediately caught my eye. But for some reason, it just kind of spoke to me. And I said, let's go with this one. And then we tried doing different designs on top of the shirt and see what it looked like. And things just started to get too busy. And I just came up with the idea where it's like, hey, the tie-dye is the design. Let's go with something a bit simpler that just kind of pops, a light embellishment, but it makes a statement. And so we landed with the Rings and Robe logo on the chest with a bright kind of neon green to kind of contrast with the tie-dye color. And I love how they complement one another, the contrast of the two. And then the styling of the shirt is an oversized fit, but not too baggy. But then we also have the mock neck collar. So like, I know it seems like it's snug, but it's a perfect fit, has a little bit of stretch, very comfortable, heavyweight knit, 100% cotton, but very breathable, fits many body styles. And so knowing this and trying it on and giving it some test run, I'm looking like, yes, this is the shirt. So we moved it into production, but then came the difficult part. What are we gonna call this shirt? So the team and I, we were sold on the design, had been sent off to production. Now we were thinking, okay, what do we want to call this shirt? Everything that we release, it has a purpose. We're apparel with a purpose. There's meaning in the makeup. We're kingdom by design. Everything that we create, there's a kingdom mindset. So that's why we say kingdom by design. So what were we going to call this shirt? Then I start thinking about the look of the shirt. Every time I looked at the mock-up of it, I'm like, man, the tie-dye just has like this stormy look to it. Then I began to look at other tie-dye shirts and realized that no two tie-dye shirts were the same. There was only a couple things that remained the same from shirt to shirt. That was one, the quality, and two, the logo. And it made me think, wow, no two shirts the same, but there's one thing that remained constant from shirt to shirt. And as I began to look at the shirt, it came to me, Peace in the Storm. And it reminded me that we all go through storms and challenges in life. We may go through similar storms, but no two storms, no two challenges are exactly alike. But as believers and followers of Christ, no matter what storm we face, no matter what turbulence we find ourselves in, there's always a constant. There's always a factor that never wavers, that stays the same, that can speak to the winds and the waves. And guess what? They have to obey. And that constant is always Jesus. For that reason, you know my wife and I's story. And even with the neon green, we knew we were going to release it in the month of March, kind of going into spring. And whether you know it or not, March is the Kidney Disease Awareness Month. And the color for that awareness month is green. So it just kind of brings it home with the green touch in the logo. So this is my favorite tee for many reasons. I believe it'll be your favorite tee for many more reasons as well. And so grab you the Peace in the Storm tee today. It's available at ringsandrobes.com. And this is Emory Anderson. And there you have it. Meet the Deets.